Hey, this is Vern again with Tax Corp, and today I want to talk to you about the IRS Offer and Compromise Program. And so what the Offer and Compromise Program is, it's a program where you're telling the Internal Revenue Service, I cannot pay the whole balance that I owe, but I want to make an offer, and I want to make a deal with you that I will agree to pay this certain amount of money if the IRS agrees to write off the balance and never attempt to collect on it again. Now, the Offer and Compromise Program is pretty strict in some of its requirements. Let's just say that you owe a proverbial $100,000 and the IRS agrees to write it off and get rid of $80,000 and you pay $20,000. Within 5 years, if you have any other problems with the Internal Revenue Service, if you don't file a return on time, or if you accrue, which means create another balance within that 5 years, the Internal Revenue Service can put this $80,000 back on your account and come back and collect on it. So it's really important that if you make an offer and compromise to the IRS and they accept it and you pay that balance off, you have to stay clean for 5 years. So there's two types of offers and compromises. There is a doubt as to collectability and doubt as to liability. The first one, doubt as to collectability, means that you owe the balance, but you don't think you're able to pay it. That means that due to your age, meaning that you're about to retire and you're not going to earn enough money in the future to be able to pay it off, or maybe you're disabled, or maybe you've lost your ability to work through some other accident or means, or you've lost a license, or the industry that you worked in is no longer viable. The doubt as to the liability, meaning that you feel as though you don't really owe the tax, but you're not able to really prove it right now, so you want to work out an agreement with the IRS to reduce the balances. So the IRS looks at a lot of different factors when it comes to making an offer and accepting it. They look at your age, your employability, what type of industry or business that you're in, your education level, what type of assets you own. If you owe this proverbial $100,000 and you own a house that's worth $400,000 and it's free and clear, you don't have a mortgage, you don't have a second mortgage, and it's in an area where homes are selling pretty quickly, the IRS is probably going to make you sell that house. But if that same house is worth $400,000 and it's in an area where homes aren't selling, or you're upside down on your mortgage, or you have a first and second mortgage and your credit score is below the level where you're able to borrow against it, the IRS is probably going to let you keep that house because you're not able to move out of it. Plus there's other things that are going on with Fresh Start initiatives that gives the IRS a lot more flexibility in letting you keep your assets. So applying for the Fresh Start program, it's pretty intensive. You have to provide a lot of paperwork. We do that here for you here at Tax Corp. In my career at the IRS, I processed hundreds of those applications. Look at our video here on the website also that talks about my career at the IRS. You'll learn a lot about us and what we do here at Tax Corp. So once your offer is accepted by the IRS after the 6 to 8 month period, let's just say for instance they deny it. Now this is where my expertise having worked at IRS comes in. There are some appeals that we can process for you. The IRS will give us an answer back and they will say, well, you offered to pay $20,000 on this $100,000 liability, but we think you can pay $60,000. Well, now I bring in my accounting background and my business background and my experience with the IRS and my knowledge of the Internal Revenue Manual and the tax code, and I find little ways of massaging the numbers. Not in a bad way, but I find ways of pulling out information and convincing the IRS, well, no, there really isn't that much money. There really is just this $20,000. There are lots of different appeals. There are even appeals that I can process for you that if they accept your amount of $20,000 and you don't pay it on time, and then they reject your offer, I can even come back in on the back end and appeal that and get your offer re-accepted on the back end. So if you need help in this area, please pick up the telephone and give us a call. We're located in the Central Time Zone and our telephone number is 256-429-9229. That's 256-429-9229. Our website address is www.taxcorpllc.com and our website is info, that's INFO, at taxcorpllc.com. And please be sure to like, share, thumb up, whatever it is on the social media platform that you're watching. Please give us an affirmative on this video if you think it was informative, and please share it with your friends because you never know who it might help. Have a great day.